I would say that if there are tools that make your business be more honest and perform better and give better quality, you should do it. And IKAWA is one of those tools. So it was my fourth Brewers Cup national. So it was more important for the nationals here to kind of show that more real approach than to collect all the possible points. If I'm sacrificing the points in some of the technical stuff, I really need to get extraordinary coffee. So this is Panama Geisha from Longboard.
So imagine you're driving on impossibly steep, kilometer-long road that rises swiftly through lush cloud forest, separating you from the modern world. A screech of a monkey and a call of a bird is letting you know that you have arrived to truly remote and magical refuge, a misty mountain farm. It's young and wild, playful yet majestic. It is a mysterious place on the edge of the virgin forest, separated from the wilderness. At first, you will not say it's a coffee farm, as it looks more like a jungle. Located 700 meters above sea level in La India region of Phuket in Panama.
So I was mostly choosing the IKAWA to choose the coffee and to choose the roast profile and to roast for 2 other competitors. One of them actually placed in the finals, which was fun. I mostly, and for me, IKAWA is mostly a tool of checking the potential of coffee on a very small amount, because it's much easier to roast 50 grams and say, oh, that's not it, just do something else, instead of using 1 or 2 kilos. And then you're like, oh, that's great, now I have to stuck with that not very tasty coffee for breakfast for next month. And the best about the IKAWA for me is that I can actually take it from the basement, roll it on my balcony, roast for 2 hours, and just pack it and get back. My friend was joking that I have a ghost roastery, so it's open only when I need it. Before roasting myself, I was working with the Standout Coffee from Sweden, and they use IKAWA as a sample roaster in their roastery, which is great because they mostly work with those competition style of coffees. So I was working with Alex, and he was roasting for me before. So he was giving me guidance, what will change what, and I was just changing it and tasting. I have more like instead of me being a great knowledgeable roaster, I have a gut feeling for coffee. I'm roasting the coffees, then I'm just checking them, and I like this one. So he's like, okay, so I like this one, but like I would prefer it for this, let's say, herbal note to be a little bit more clear. And he's like, okay, so just change this. This is it. Just go for it. So he was, so it was kind of a cooperation between my tongue and his knowledge. This is also where you can do overseas cooperation in roasting coffees with very small samples, which is great. And that's what we had. He had his own IKAWA. I had the IKAWA that I got from you, and it was super easy and super efficient without, this 3 days of a delay or like missing packages and stuff like that. And why I was always looking for somebody else to roast my coffee, because it's the cost of learning on a bigger roaster is just annoying. Like you're just wasting coffee, and you don't. If you want to really know the difference, 50 grams is enough to learn from that. You don't have to spend 2.5 kilos. Then it's kind of open up an opportunity not only for people to learn, but also for the competitors, so they can actually have access to great quality coffee, because you just don't need that much. And it's just lowering the entry cost of actually competing the world stage. It used to be like, oh, you need to have like a bag, 60 kilo. And then you just multiply 60 kilo by $50 per kilo, like $100 per kilo. And you're just like, I cannot compete because I just don't have the money. And now it's, 1 kilogram is for Brewers Cup is enough. I have no idea why there are roasters that still don't do sample roasting. It doesn't make sense for me, for a big roastery or even a small business, to have only a big roaster. IKAWA can kind of put you to a different level, because you will be having more controlled decisions, you will get more consistent decisions, you will be more honest, and you will be better in your coffee decision making. And I don't think it's such an expensive thing. It's just basically within a year, you can repair cost mistakes that you have been doing in the last 10 years. I would say that if there are tools that make your business be more honest and perform better and give better quality, you should do it. And IKAWA is one of those tools.